Do you remember the walk on Sundays? Just the migration of people. And you just knew everybody that was out was just out partying with the same goal as me, to get fucked up and maybe get your dick wet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Those were the glory years.
Those
they really
were the good times.
You know, everybody kind of thinks of like whatever their heyday was like the glory years, but I feel almost bad for kids these days. What do they got?
They have different aspirations, I think.
What,
I don't think getting fucked up
TikTok?
and getting their dick wet is the thing right now.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because they should experience that.
Every young man comes to a point where he needs to get his dick wet. But maybe that's part of the population control theory. You know, they're just like, let's give these guys TikTok. Let's desexualize everything. We don't have to turn them all gay. They won't procreate.
I think you might actually be onto something with that.
Well, all right. Battle raps because I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, because the ice on which they skating is so thin.
Welcome back to the Party with Strategy podcast. Very special guest here. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since you've been in Chicago.
It has been a minute.
It's been a minute since we've done a pod.
Even longer, right? Yeah. I think the last time I was here, I didn't even get a chance to.
Yep, that's right. The last one we did was in Arizona, but you know, it's like riding a bike, baby. We started together. I started talking to a camera just like this with you right next to me, and we're still doing it. Welcome back.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
How you feeling?
Feeling good.
I see you got the ice. You got the chain out.
You know, the chain stays out. It's still the same one, but you know, we're here. You know, we're back in Chicago. It feels good to be here.
Yeah.
It feels brisk.
How does it feel to be back in the best city in the country?
You know, the thing is, it's like I'm starting to feel more like a visitor. And I don't know that I like that. I don't like that.
What do you mean? Tell me more about that.
Well, you know, like the first couple years, you come back and you're like, it's good to be home. It's good to be home. It's good to be home. And then like as time goes by, it's been like 5 years now almost. And it's like I'm looking at things and I'm like, it's good to be here, but I'm starting to feel disconnected. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel that way.
Yeah.
So, I mean, luckily I still have road maps in my head. I know how to get everywhere.
Yeah, you didn't even need the address here. You got muscle memory.
Straight muscle memory got me here.
You still know, like, I mean, you don't forget that shit, right?
No, hell
You've been driving around these streets for years and years. It's
Though I will
ingrained
say
in your
some
brain.
things change, and like I have to look at street signs sometimes because I'm like, wait a minute, where the fuck is this? I'm like, oh, okay. Well, once I look at the street sign, I know where I'm at. But like, you know, the city changes. Maybe my memory doesn't serve correct, but things are always getting built. And
Yeah, like the great Shazam Bangles once said.
What was that?
Everything you love will
turn into a residential building.
Yeah, a condo building.
Famous words.
That's what's happening here.
I mean,
the real question is, how does it feel to be on the ground in Chicago as a part of the Hispanic community? Is it scary for you? Do you think that ICE is going to snatch you up?
Oh no, I'm
along
good.
with, you know, because you're rolling around in like a group. You might they might like one big net. You might get caught in it.
I feel like I could talk us out of the situation.
Yeah, I feel like you could too.
I feel like
honest.
I feel like they're starting to embrace me more now. They're seeing the value in my presence. It's nice. I feel welcomed more than ever.
Good.
Yeah, we had a good time last night. I was definitely knee deep in the Hispanic community. We went out to see some live banda in Pilsen.
How was that?
It's great. I'm getting my dance moves going. You know, my feet are a little sore right now. From dancing all weekend.
You have these shoes on that.
Well,
what's
let's talk
going
about
on
that.
with that?
Well,
you didn't bring a pair of Air Forces?
So Friday night, I'm DJing Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
Saturday morning, I have a flight out of Houston to Chicago. God. So I go straight from my gig, drive 3 hours back to Houston. I'm no sleep, hustling to get everything put together. And one of the many things that I forgot to pack was my shoes.
What else?
All I had was my shoes for the wedding. I also didn't pack any sweaters. Luckily, I brought my fucking parka. But I look a little ridiculous when it's 60 degrees and I'm wearing a parka. But I'd rather be caught with it than without it.
Yeah, that's always been your thing. You're not a fan of the cold.
Not a fan at all of the cold.
That is one thing you probably don't miss.
Hell no. But this weather is okay. Like 50 degrees. If I got something to keep me warm, I'm all right. I like breathing the cold air, not so humid. It's a nice escape.
Yeah.
But I always said if I could bring the weather from down south up here, I would never even consider moving. But
yeah. Well, tell me about Houston. What's going on over there? What am I missing?
Well, I'm an actual strip club DJ, like a real strip club DJ now.
On the mic.
On the mic.
Getting tipped out by the girls.
Yes, fighting with strippers for $5 tips.
Okay, wait. What? Give me some of that.
Well, you know,
some of that. I mean, I can't imagine arguing with these bitches is any fun whatsoever.
No, and believe it or not, some of them lie. And
No.
I know it sounds
You're lying.
beyond. I
Stop.
I was floored when I found out that strippers are actually capable of lying. But you know, when it comes down to their money, they're not quick to give it away.
Yeah. Well, unless you're a pimp.
Well, that's kind of what I feel like. I at the end of the night, I'm checking my bitches for I need my money. I put on ODB, got my money, and I get to work.
Yo.
But
okay.
that's the thing. It's like being a real strip club DJ is not like what we were doing at Polecats. That was pretty much just being a DJ with naked girls around.
Yeah,
right?
which is great.
It's great, and
Not bad.
it's simple. When your pay structure is set up off of getting tips out of girls, it's a whole different dynamic. Like every girl that goes on stage, you have a log. You have to punch them in and punch them out after each time they go on stage. Each girl has 2 songs. Second song, they have to take their top off, and it's my responsibility to make sure they take their top off.
You have to tell them.
I have to tell them, hey, give them one of these numbers, and they pull them out. Stop. That's one of the rewarding parts of the job. I enjoy that. Other than that, you also have to make sure they come to the stage. If they don't come to the stage, then they have to pay a fine for missing the stage. So, you know, before the routine is each song goes on, the girl's on stage. While the girl's on stage, I'll call the next girl and say, stand by. You know, like, Bambi, stand by for main stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And then that gives the girls a heads up that after the next song, they have to come on the stage. So what'll happen is you'll have a girl who's doing a dance somewhere and she hears that. So she knows in her head if she misses stage, she has to pay the fee. But so she's trying to rush back. So you have to deal with that dynamic too, where they're trying to say that they didn't hear it. And I'm trying to manage all this while I'm DJing and mixing songs.
Yeah, that's actually nuts.
Yeah, and I'm punching in the computer every time they come on stage, every time they go off stage. It's a lot of multitasking. And the hours are insane. On Sundays, I'll DJ from 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. or later, sometimes 5 a.m.
But I got to imagine if you're getting tipped out, the more hours, the better it is.
Well, no, because they only tip out for the night. Like, yeah, you can make more skips. That's what we call them, skips. You can get more skips throughout the night, more hours you're working. But if it's not busy, these girls don't want to give away the money that they're barely making.
True.
So the tips aren't as great as you might think, but we're working through that. We're kind of figuring it out as we go. And
so what are you there every Sunday?
I'm there every Sunday. Like I was there last Thursday. It's kind of sporadic, but there's a crew of us that kind of switch through the shifts, but Sundays are right.
What if you're doing all that other shit, does actually mixing records kind of fall by the wayside? But
No,
I'm saying, like, can't you just slam shit? Like, the mix doesn't matter.
But
at that point,
because it would bother me.
That's the problem.
But I will say the one thing that I'll take away from this, other than getting to tell girls to take their top off, is I've gotten a lot better on the mic.
That's
good.
It's
been that force that's actually caused me to do it. Because, you know, this is a thing I've always dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've always had an issue with getting on the mic, which I don't have a problem getting on the mic when we're doing a podcast or something.
Yeah.
But, like, when I'm DJing. But this kind of, like, I'm getting better with my timing. Like, speaking before the one, you know what I'm saying? And closing out what you're saying before the one.
Right.
Which comes more naturally now. That never came. And then you don't really think about it, but like when you talk on the mic, when you're DJing and you don't, and you're not conscious of letting the one hit, it doesn't deliver the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it
like lowers the energy of the song. It lowers the energy.
It doesn't feel like you're part of the flow, but like when you're timing it like that, and that's something that just comes with time, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
well, wait. So, do you get to smoke hookahs up there too, or is that just another?
It's actually
There's a strip club in Houston without hookah.
Yeah, this is a much cleaner environment than we were working.
Oh, it's like a gentleman's club.
It's a gentleman's club.
It's a gentleman's club.
It's really nice. Okay. They got like TVs everywhere, fresh, remodeled. You know, it's actually a really dope venue. It's called the Colorado Club. It's like one of the OG spots, and Clay Group bought it and they renovated it. And there's like 3 main rooms. There's like a room, like a back room that's almost more like gives like a upscale, like neighborhood bar vibe. Like it's got pool tables in it, and like it's dope. It's like a kind of like, so Sundays are the industry night. So like Sundays, people will come, like all the industry people, and it's a vibe. It's not like you're feeling like, oh, I'm at a strip club. Like, why are we at a strip club? It's like, this is the spot. You know what I mean?
That's dope. Do you have to play certain songs for the girls? Like Bambi loves Gunna.
Well, I wouldn't be playing Gunna. Well, I could play some Gunna, but
it's not a lot of hip hop.
No, I mean it's Clay Group, so it's pretty open format. But like you know, we're not just a straight hip hop club, but like you can play hip hop for sure. I mean, I think Sundays I get to get away with a little bit more of it. I feel like industry nights you always get to play a lot more hip hop than normal, but yeah. I mean, I play like in the earlier shifts, I'll play rock. You know, like some of the girls, like Candy, she loves like Korn. And so I'll fucking like
freak on a leash.
Like, but she's like crazy on the pole. Like she's like doing these spinning moves. Like it really brings the whole thing together. It's actually dope. Like I would all be like, oh fuck, do I really play fucking Cherry Pie? But like when you see a girl who like knows how to dance to that kind of shit in a gentleman's club, it
makes
dope.
sense. That's what that music's for.
That's what it's for.
That's exactly what it's for.
So
I don't know about Korn, but
these days I've been on my white boy shit. So I've been playing a lot of rock. You know what I mean? Not a lot, but like. In Austin, I play rock.
Yeah, what were you ripping Friday in Austin? You were at the Betty? I've heard that the Betty's dope and you could play some cool shit.
Yeah, they really want it to be anti whatever is happening in the mainstream bottle service clubs.
Yeah.
So like I'll be reprimanded if I'm not, you know, playing some different shit. Like if I was like, I don't know. Definitely not A-Ladies, but let's say even like a Calvin Harris. That's a no-go.
Too mainstream.
No John Summit, none of that. So
that's dope.
It's dope. No, it's dope. But it's something you got to work through because like it's a packed house and you're trying to bring the energy up, but at the same time keep it cool. So it's that's something to work through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I'm sure you probably did with it, Celeste.
Yeah. Is there a dance floor, like a legit dance floor?
Not a legit, not like how Fancy's had one. There is a dance floor.
Like people dance, but there's not a designated dance.
Yeah, there's not like, well, there's an area between the bar and like where the DJ booth is, but it's not really like, there might be tables there. I don't know.
I feel you. Yeah, I definitely notice that at Celeste. Like sometimes, even if you do get the energy too high, you sort of lose people because they get turned up and then you're like, bring it back to whatever. And they're like, well, what the hell? You know?
Yeah.
Like you can't go too crazy. And if you do, it's got to be like a very slight nudge. You can't fucking hammer them too hard. Like bottle service was all that. Was like
keep it
fucking hit them, hit them like this. Maybe drop them down for a second, but hit them. You know, just keep pounding them.
Just drop them down just to hit them with another one. Yeah, and that's still to this day because I'm still doing bottle service clubs too. So that's something I'm still having to remind myself and work through as it goes. Like I was reprimanded by the owner on Friday because it's too crazy. The energy's too high. And I'm like, all right, okay, but it's packed. So I'm like, fuck. So he's like, play an original, and I'm like, all right. He's like, just anything, just an original. And then he's like, reset it. And I was like, all right, and I did it, and it worked out. So,
what'd you drop?
I think it was like maybe like Madonna or something. I can't remember. Probably. Yeah.
I love Madonna.
Madonna always works. You know what I mean? And I used to fucking hate playing it. Well, when I was DJing in Boys Town, like that was like the go-to, right? Like Madonna, Gaga, all those records. But like I was always like, okay, like I'm the straight DJ in the gay bar, so I can't be playing like the go-tos, right? But I would. But like. That in my mind, I was always like, I'm not a big Madonna fan. But as time goes by, I appreciate her music more.
Yeah, as you get older, you get a little gayer. I think.
Yeah, for sure. It's
at least for me.
Lack of testosterone is
at least for me.
actually.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. And I think that's how it's supposed to go. Mm-hmm. And that's why people shooting testosterone into their asses, I think it's kind of fucking shit up.
Yeah.
It's not the natural progression of the male.
Yeah. This is like a survival instinct too, right? You don't want to fight people as much because you probably shouldn't because you break bones and you're getting a little too old for it. So your body naturally protects itself.
Yeah, I think there's something about that.
Yeah,
you get older, it's a little slower. Mm-hmm. You're looking at guys, you're like,
I don't know about that part, but definitely agree that my test is a little lower than it probably was 5 years ago.
But you would get testosterone.
I've thought about it. I probably
You're that
would.
guy for
I
sure.
would do it.
You're like let me shoot it into my ass if it fixes me.
I need the main thing that I'm noticing is the energy. which is fucked up, right? Because let's talk about getting older. I can't sleep in past 7 a.m.
Yeah, you text me at 8 a.m. I was shocked because you were out drinking beers last night.
It doesn't matter if I'm up till 5 a.m. or if I go to bed at 10 p.m. I can't sleep past 7 a.m. My body has an internal clock that fucking wakes me up, and it fucks me up.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Can you nap?
I can nap. I can have
still
power
get a nap?
naps.
Okay.
I do a little dad napping. You know, that's how I get through the day. But some about 7 o'clock every fucking day.
Is that from having babies? I'd imagine because they're up early, right?
I mean, yeah, maybe, but
you
like
got a lot of babies.
They were gone, and I was still doing. And I'm telling you, like the fucked up part is if I'm up late, I still can't sleep. Like my body won't let me. I used to sleep when I was in Chicago, 2015, 2014. I remember times in the winter that I wouldn't see the sunlight for weeks because I would literally go to sleep right. Well, my routine with my son was he'd go to school. I'd walk him to school in the morning, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., whatever it was, because I'd still be up from the night before partying. Go to bed. He gets out of school at 3. I would go get him. So maybe I did see a little bit of the sun, but that was about as much as I would see of it. And it gets dark here at 4 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Or like when he was old enough to walk home by himself, probably.
That might have been when it was, because I was like, wait a minute. All right, which is crazy. He just turned 21 yesterday.
Yeah, that's nuts, dude.
So he wanted to have some friends over at the house.
He
doesn't live home anymore, right? He's got his own place now. So I'm like, fuck. Yeah, it's his 21st birthday. I can't not let him be home. But I already know they're going to get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's not like the type of person, but like it's his 21st birthday. He better be getting fucked up.
Get a little crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And I guess I'd rather he does it at my house than, you know.
I always respected those parents, like the high school parents that would be like, just drink in our basement because we have eyes on you and we know what's going on. If you're somewhere else, something bad's going to happen. Like, we'll at least, you know, we can't stop you from drinking, but at least do it in a better controlled environment.
Doing stupid shit, maybe. Yeah. Unfortunately, I wasn't there though. So I don't know if he did stupid shit or not. I mean, I talked to him this morning. He's still good.
He's probably patching holes in the walls right now.
For sure.
He's like, definitely fixing something.
Unfortunately, you might be right.
Repairing something. What's no ring cam? What's up, bro? You don't
I do have cameras. I just haven't looked at them. I'm like that parent where I'm like, I don't want to go through his history. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? When they're kids, I don't want to know if my kid's looking at porn. Like, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah. Speaking of porn, I'm 42 days clean.
Oh, you're on a no porn cleanse.
Well, no FAP, but like what would
is it November?
It would be a way. No, it's not even November. I'm just getting ready for November.
Okay, this is a pregame.
It would be way worse if I was not fapping, but still just looking at porn regularly.
Yeah, I've been there.
That would be nuts.
I've been there, unfortunately. when you look at porn dry,
like. Have I gone on Twitter and had a couple slip ups where maybe I
that's not your fault.
Followed the link or something, and then I was like, all right, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
Get this out of here.
How is X on porn? They're it's pretty much
straight.
open.
It's
So
whatever
are you just scrolling and there's just some girl blowing the guy? Or?
Yeah, I mean that's how it used to be, and then I had to start like clicking. Monitoring. I don't want to see this anymore.
You can say I don't want to see this.
You clean up your timeline. Yeah.
I haven't been on. I think I went on there randomly for something to follow a link. I haven't been on X in like forever. Well, at least since I got my new phone because wasn't even logged in. I had to fucking figure out my password and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know that like the girls that I follow on Instagram that like have content, they're like, you should see the version. That's probably actually why I went on Twitter, was to see that the Twitter version's way better. And I'm like, is it? Well, let's find out.
Let's take a peek.
It did show a little bit more than Instagram, that's for sure.
They show it all. And I can't really even go onto the Strategy and Dolo Show Instagram because that thing is flooded.
Do we still have it? I thought you cleansed it.
That thing is... The timeline on that thing...
You mean who we were following?
Oh, my God. Who we were following... mixed with just the algorithm being like, oh, you like this, you like this, you like this.
Love this.
It's just fucking, it's a mayhem, bro.
Yeah, I haven't been on the page in a while.
It's like any excuse for a woman to have her tits out. That's what my TikTok was before I cleaned it up, was just breastfeeding videos. Because that's how girls get away.
On my Instagram discovery page, and I'm like, wait, hold on, what the fuck kind of porn was I looking at that this came up? That's fucked up. You know what I mean? I get it. They just want to show their tit, which is fair, but like the last thing I want to see when I'm beating off is a baby. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's not on my list.
It's not great.
Yeah.
It's not great. And then the best is like now there's a new trend where, you know, it's like a nip slip thing. They're just making a sandwich. It's like a innocent, like I'm making a turkey sandwich. And then they're like, just do a little like quick flash.
So does it have like, how does that not get flagged? Is it like, as long as it's less than a millisecond, that's...
I think it's all computers and AI doing the flagging. So unless somebody flags it, unless somebody goes and says, hey, this is bad, like it gets past the AI.
Are you that guy? Are you the hall monitor of Instagram?
No. I just clean up my own timeline. I'm not concerned with what anyone else is
They're
putting
on their
out
own.
there. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. That's good,
just
man.
Don't let it reach me.
42 days, no fap. So are you still having sex or you're no nut?
Still having sex.
Okay.
Not no nut. But
are
just
you
no
finding
fat.
that you're you got a little bit more chutzpah?
I mean, I am constantly trying to evaluate what's happening in my life and why it's happening. You know what I'm saying? So like but like I don't know if any of the data is real. I'm like,
give me an example.
All right, in the past 42 days, I have made a lot of great decisions. I've been working like insane. Work is insane. I've been working like day shifts and night shifts and fucking events and private parties and clubs and McCormick Place, like all this shit. So I'm thinking like, all right, things are going well. Maybe this is a the fruits of my labor here. Maybe
rewarding you.
You know, I'm not spending so much time jerking off and poisoning my brain, and just what it really is for me is just giving in to the urge. Because it's like my entire life it was like, yeah, why not?
Yeah,
I'll jerk off. Feels good.
Yeah,
why not?
It's kind of my morning routine. Though I'm 3 days no fap now. You know, on this vacation I haven't jerked off once, which is
it feels good, right? You got a little more pep in your step.
Yeah,
it just it just feels like it's like making the bed in the morning. Like you think it's so stupid, but it has the smallest little impact that just it's a little minor snowball.
Wind out of you. I'm kind of both ways though. This is what I'm thinking about. Is like you're right, and I definitely feel better when I don't. But like, I also believe that there is some purpose of it, right? So I think
get the poison out.
Yeah, you don't want to fucking have what's the cancer?
Everlasting caveman brain.
No, not even that. I mean, honestly, sometimes the caveman brain gives you a little bit more gusto to go through the day. I feel like I need a little bit of that urge. That's why I think I need to do the test stuff, because I feel like I just get a little bit more done when I have that dog in me. You know what I mean?
Thank you guys for watching and supporting the show. The Party with Strategy podcast has a brand new sponsor, a local Chicago meal prep company, Prepped and Plated, female owned and operated. I've known this woman for a long time. She's fantastic, and I love what she's doing right now. She's giving people what they want. She's giving me what I'm looking for, and everyone else I talk to is looking for. Locally sourced meats, no steroids, antibiotics, hormones, or preservatives. No dyes, no seed oils, no sugar added. Everything is clean, good ingredients, high quality, and it tastes even better than all the things that I just said. It's a great company. I'm excited. She's helping me shred for my wedding that I got coming up. We're working together. We're building something. We're supporting Chicago. I think if you guys are looking for good, high quality food, if you're looking for a diet plan, or if you're just looking to support a local Chicago business, go to preppedandplated.com. Place your order. It's easy. Add your meals to the cart. Check out. They get delivered straight to you. Boom, you're ready to go. Let's go, champ. Let's get back to the show. Thank you again for watching and supporting. Booyah. But that's kind of what I'm saying, though. You're kind of like proving my point, because having that dog in you, letting it out, you're letting it out. Yeah. You're letting the dog out.
Who let the dogs
if you're
out?
Just, if you got that dog in you and you're like, oh, I'm going to fucking jerk off, then you jerk off, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
But if you abstain, you got that dog's in there.
Yeah. Because I think that's my justifications. I was like, all right, if I jerk off in the morning, then I'm not thinking about sex and I get things done throughout the day.
Yeah.
But at the same token, if I have that drive, then I get more stuff done.
Yeah.
So I guess the moral of the story is, kids, jerk off or don't jerk off. It'll be fine. Life will go on.
What I'm really most excited for is when I visited my future parent in-laws, is that how you say that? My future in-laws.
Yeah, in-laws. Yeah.
One of their friends had, asked me about the pod and just subscribed to the page and probably will be watching this episode.
Oh, this is the first one.
I'm excited for him to hear this conversation.
Perfect. I mean, Aaron didn't get dropped off by a stork.
That's,
you know what I mean?
That's true. She also wasn't conceived from fapping, but
that's you had to get practice somewhere. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness, that's great. How was the relationship with the in-laws? You guys get along well?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I feel like there hasn't been any issues.
Okay.
And I just got to imagine that they'll come at some point.
Yeah.
Because,
there
everyone's like, no one
friction.
likes their in-laws if you really talk to them. But, like, I think they're great for now.
Yeah, as long as they're incredible. They don't live with you, right?
Yeah. I mean,
usually...
that's probably the problem. They do live far, too, which probably helps.
That helps. Well, they're white, right?
They are white.
So white people, they tend to we separate from the family a little bit more than other cultures. Yeah. I noticed that with my girl and her family is that they're like every day talking. And I'll be like, fuck, I haven't talked to my mom in like 6 weeks. I gotta call her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's a cultural difference, but it's okay. It's not a bad thing. I mean, I love my mom. Yeah. But my dad's family's the same way. I know we would maybe see him on Christmas, and other than that, it was like,
Yeah, we perfected that.
Yeah.
But I will say, as a Jew, Jews are family's pretty close.
Yeah, you
for the most part.
You're pretty close with
but we don't
see your dad every Tuesday, right?
Oh, I used to.
Well, you guys don't do the Tuesdays anymore?
It's a little tough. He's got a new hip. He just had his knee surgery. He's laid up. I'm actually going to his crib tomorrow. I think I got to sleep there because his wife's out of town for work and he's laid up off knee surgery.
So you get to take care of him. Well,
that'll be a good time.
That's what it's about, though. And I was talking about this with a guy I know who's his father recently had a health scare, and he said something that makes sense. It's like, you really need family because, like, when worst comes to worst, like, you can have boys and shit like that, but, like, when worst comes to worst and you're old, they're probably not going to be there to take care of you. You got to have kids, and you have to fucking do right by your kids to where, hopefully, when you're in those final years, they're willing to sacrifice for you.
And I've heard that men that have daughters live longer because the daughters are more apt to take care of them in their later years.
See? There's some girl dad power.
Yeah, dad.
Yeah, everybody jokes about it. It's like, oh, you got 2 girls, and finally the world's gonna. And I'm like, fuck, maybe that's right. But I honestly love having daughters because it's like that's a good point. Is like women by nature are more caring, right? So, are you still planning on doing the egg thing to make sure you don't have daughters?
No. That's the old me.
You put enough good karma out there now. You're ready. If you have
I actually feel like I need to have a daughter. Because I don't know how women work, really. My entire life, 35 years, all I've wanted to do is fuck them, and that's it. Like, I didn't care at all about the fact that they were even humans.
Yeah.
So I feel like I need to learn the humanity of a female through having a daughter.
I definitely have a different outlook having daughters on women in general, which is a very tough thing to balance when you work in a strip club.
That's crazy, actually.
Yeah, to like go from, telling strippers to give me their money to going home and making breakfast for my daughters. It's fucking tough, man. It does, it is what it is. This is how I pay the bills.
Yeah.
But it's you got to kind of check some of your morals at the door.
I could imagine that being kind of insane, actually, because working in the strip club, I felt that the worst that I ever was in terms of like just being like all women are as vaginas, like it was the worst at the strip club.
Yeah, because it even numbs you more.
Yeah.
But I will say this, since it's a gentleman's club, is a little bit better. Because I'm not looking at their buttholes. You know what I mean? This is only tops off, and it's like any dancing is like usually behind. And the clients that are coming there, it's not really the same thing we had before. So it's nice.
That's so funny though. I can't believe like I need to come. I'm gonna have to come see you on a Sunday.
You might have to come.
Do you rock the hat at the strip club?
No, I don't do that. The hat is semi-retired. I bring it out sometimes in Austin. That's really about the only time I wear it anymore.
Are you in like a booth? I imagine you behind like a glass window.
So you're pretty close. There's the main stage.
Yeah.
And right behind the main stage is a big window. And I'm right in that window.
That's the real.
You got the best
strip
seat in the
club
house.
shit.
I got to be honest. It's. I think the hours go by quicker because you're having this is just right in front of you.
The hours go by quicker because you're doing Excel sheets,
yes.
and you're DJing,
you're
and you're
taxes for
announcing,
strippers
and you have to fight with women for your money all at the same time.
Yeah,
that's insane,
bro. It's like the DJing thing is like if you can't do it off of like muscle memory with your like in the back of your brain, like you would crumble. I've seen DJs come in and crumble because you're literally doing so much more, and you also have to be mindful of how long the songs are going on because if you're doing a 4 or 5 minute house song, they're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Like, get me off of this stage. The girls don't really like going on the stage unless there's like some big spenders really making it rain. They're not really fans of being on the stage, but they have to and that's the thing is like they all have to because it's like, okay, if I don't put her on stage, then this girl has to go on stage more times. And on a busy night, you got 45 dancers that you have to keep track of.
That's crazy. I've said some good things about women over the last 5 minutes here, but let's just
reel it back in.
Let me just propose this to you. Don't you see at the strip club how like when you're a dancer that goes on stage, you're advertising yourself to then be seen by all of the men, maybe the men with money that are going to take you into the back room? That's just a thing that I don't feel like they compute. That's the thing about the stripper.
Advertisement
the stripper brain is like, if I'm not making money at this moment, it's not worth it.
No, I think you're 100% right.
I noticed that when I was at Polecats, like they hate the stage, but you're like, don't you understand what the stage is? It's go sell yourself. Get up there and crush it.
Yeah. Well, that sounded really bad. I think that for them, a lot of them, they work better selling themselves to the clients
with their mouths. Come on.
Some of these girls are hustlers. Because I'll be honest, there's a couple girls there that I'm like a little questionable about why they would even work here, but they make fucking bank. And I see them interacting with clients in sections and like just being fun. And then they're almost like a party host. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not necessarily even giving dances. Well, they might end up giving a dance or getting them to go to the VIP. But in the meantime, they're like, I'm just want to kick it with you. Oh, tell me a girl you like. You know what I'm saying? And like they kind of get their way in there. And then by the time the client's like drunk, then they're like, you want to dance?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're cool. I'll fucking love to see you naked.
You're right. And then on top of everything that you already said you're doing, you also got to kind of keep watch of what girls are going into the big rooms because you know that that's where the money's at.
Well, yes, but here's the thing about them. No matter if they make fucking 6K or 600, they're going to tell you they didn't make any money. And that's just like the way it goes. So, you got to figure out through that. Like, and you can't force them to tip. Because
I'd imagine you could not tie them up and force them to tip you. Yes.
I mean, technically, I think it's like illegal to force them to tip. There's like some like law. So like you have to like suggest that they tip you.
Really?
But what? Management has our back. Like if they're not tipping, like they might not get shifts. Yeah. Or they...
So what's the tip? What is there like a percent? Is it supposed to be?
No, it's not 5%? Percentage. I mean, I would say
just...
like an average tip, like a good tip is like $20 they'll give you, but like some of them are like crumble. I always know it's gonna be a bullshit tip when like they fold it up like origami and shit, and I'm like, all right, but like I can tell this is $3. Like, and I don't care how you fold this,
fluff it up.
Yeah, did you put a receipt inside here to make it thicker? Like. I know this is only $3.
Monopoly money.
Yeah, you touch enough money and you start to know.
Yeah, you could feel the weight for real.
For sure.
When I worked at the bar, there was a bar manager who was a banker before, but then even as a bar manager, you're counting a lot of money all the time. He would be able to hold a stack of ones and tell you how much it was.
Well, each one weighs a gram. So like when you're counting hundreds and hundreds of ones, it's easier to just put it on a scale. I mean, if it's off or plus or minus by 0.0 or whatever, you're relatively close. Maybe it'll be $101.95, but like, yeah. So I'm not quite there yet, but I'm getting there
with the scale.
I'm getting, like when I count my money out when I go home, because like I'm doing the same shit they're doing. You know, if whether I'm making good tips or not, I need to make tip from every girl. So I'm not like counting the money in front of them. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm stuffing it in here. I'm stuffing it in my bag,
your purse.
In my bag. It's pretty much a purse at that point, right?
I mean, now my DJ bag is legitimately a purse. So over the shoulder.
If it holds money, you know, that's a purse. So we'll call it what it is, right? But yeah, no. So then I'll come home and then I'm like unfolding them and, you know, stacking them, and I get to the point where like if I forget how much money is in a stack, like I'll push on it and I go, okay, that's 50 or that's 40. It needs 10 more. It's the way it goes. Man.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's nuts. So what else? Tell me what else is going on in Houston. Everyone sort of left Washington Ave, right? That's
Washington Ave still exists. Everywhere that we would DJ has left. I guess Mr. Washington's burning DJs now. I'm seeing on people's story they're like having a Me Too moment where everybody's just like calling out Mr. Washington.
For real? For not paying out?
A lot of people are pretty much any DJ who's ever DJed there didn't get paid. It's what I'm kind of gathering from what I've seen. I never DJed there, so I don't know if.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing from reputable DJs like calling them out. Like there's like a whole little like fucking thing they post, and it's like, if you were a victim, like of Mr. Washington, I don't know if they're putting together a lawsuit or they're just trying to bring light to it, but it's good. I mean, we need more of that in the DJ community.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I've been fortunate enough over the years to really only got one time where I didn't get paid from Babyface because some glasses were broken on my birthday, but we won't get into that.
I love that you still hold that grudge.
But I mean, the fact that I know the one time I didn't get paid to DJ, that's a good thing, you know, because a lot of DJs, it's something you got to fucking deal with, unfortunately.
Me and you never had that problem, and we always sort of watched places that we played at. We'd hear that other people weren't getting paid from them, so we'd start to get a little more weary.
Well, you also can't give them too much free reign. Like, if I'm being honest, I'm not going to say any names, but there was a particular venue on Hubbard Street that we used to DJ at, and the accountant always had like, did you send the invoice? Well, I'm gonna need a third. It's like, come on, just fucking pay me the money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, if I would have been like, okay, yeah, I'll send you a third invoice, then maybe we wouldn't have got paid. Yeah. Who knows? But like, you can't really allow them too much freeway, because I feel like they might be kind of testing.
Absolutely. 100%.
Figuring out who's gonna give me the least friction on not paying them. Okay, I'm just not gonna pay them. Whereas, you know, if they weren't pieces of shit, they would just pay everyone. But,
yeah. I feel that for sure. Yeah, we're always like asking questions. I mean, you know,
I'd rather be annoying and get paid than fucking be non-confrontational and not get paid. I got to fucking pay my bills. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And we're like, I feel like we've worked in these clubs for so long. We're sort of keen to certain things where
you see it coming. I've seen this movie. I know
like
how
that
it ends.
coming. Yeah. And you start, you know, one thing happens, they start, you know, taking away the comp tabs or something, just like one little thing, and then you got to be like, all right, what's going on?
Yeah, let's really talk about it. And then you got to evaluate if you want to ride that ship down or if you want to go to the next spot. And sometimes you have to be liquid in this game to last all these years, because as a DJ, you're going to outlast the clubs. That's just a fact. You know what I mean? You'll probably see the same people who work there at the next spot, but you have to kind of foresee these things if you want to stay on the up and up. And you also have to align yourself with entertainment groups that are reputable enough that you know they're not fly by night. You know what I'm saying? That, like with Clay Group. Like now, I'm with them not exclusively, but predominantly, I'll say, and I always know that my money's going to be right. You know what I'm saying? So that, to me, that's worth more than, you know, an extra $100 at this venue, or, you know what I'm saying? Like a shorter shift at this one is like, I want to know that when I need to get paid, my money is ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that does mean a lot. Knowing that your check's going to be there, not going through bullshit constantly.
Yeah. That's why residencies are so important, you know?
Yeah, they're important.
I mean, you're a resident now?
I'm a resident now, and
hopefully all your money's on time.
Yeah, it's great. But also, it's not like new to me. I feel like ever since I've been DJing, I've been like, having a residency has been part of it for me.
Because even before we were kicking, you were a parlor resident for a long time.
Yeah.
So that's I think every DJ's goal should be that. Unless your ego supersedes, and you know, I know some guys that could easily get a residency anywhere, but they just want to play everywhere.
It's very weird.
Yeah. To me, I'm like, bro, you're still in the same city. Like, it's just
You
lock
do.
in your money.
No, I will say there is something to when you're younger. You're like, I need to be at every club. I need for myself. I need to make sure that I can rock any room.
Yeah.
Also, I want everyone to know that I can rock any room, and I play all these clubs. That's definitely like one level of the game, but you have to level up out of that.
Yeah. You can't be doing that when you're 40. No. I mean, you could, but you better have good management to fucking. It's just such a rat race, man. I personally don't want to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? I even sometimes I have a couple free dates in my schedule for the month, and I have to, you know, scramble to fill them, and I don't like that. I'd rather just fucking know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One less thing I have to worry about. Let me just do my job. And when you play the same room, I think I heard a quote from Artie the White Wolf on what he said about the importance of a resident DJ knowing the room and keeping a consistency in that room of what the sound is, so people know what to expect. And that hit home for me.
It's important, and I think that it was not important for a long time. Not that its importance changed at all, but people realizing that. Yeah, I think for the last 5+ years, it's been rotate DJs. I want their crowd in here. I want a different sound in here. Rotate them. And so I think that there's like younger kids that don't even know that having a residency is the shit. Yeah. Because they've just come up through this system that they've seen where it's all about rotating DJs.
I hate that too, because it's like, all right, so we won't say any venues, but some of these venues, right, that have 5 DJs on in a night, that for the venue, they're like, oh yeah, each DJ will bring a little crowd. And it's like, but for the DJs, it sucks, because even if you're getting your 100, 150 an hour, you're only getting one fucking hour. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
also, everyone's playing the same songs over and over again.
So what's the, if you hear this guy or that guy, what's the difference? You know, maybe you got a little bit more energy when you first jump on, but like, for a DJ, like, you can't live off $150 for a fucking night.
No, and for a venue, you're building on, your foundation is sand. Like, what is your foundation you're building on? The rotating DJs, crowds that are coming in? Like, that's
eventually
insane.
Those crowds don't follow the DJ every night. Like,
yeah, and also when you do get people in your room, you don't have a sound for them to be like, oh, that's dope, I want to come back here. It's not about the room at all. It's not about what's happening in there. It's just the fact that there's just a bunch of random people gathered in one spot for 3 hours.
Facts.
It's crazy.
Well, thankfully we don't deal with those kind of spots right now. What's new in Chicago? Talk to me about nightlife, because I see it from my perspective in Houston, and I'll be honest, even though I'm doing the top spots, you even feel the market is down for sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I attribute a lot of that to my theory of it is that like Houston isn't necessarily as much of a destination city for a tourism, right? Or a tourism that wants to like go out. Maybe they're there for rodeo or something, but like not for.
I think Houston is the capital of.
Jesus, please don't say it.
Party
because I have to deal with all the motherfuckers that you piss off in Houston. All right, what the fuck Strategy? A lot of people looked out for him, and I'm like, man, no, talk to Strategy.
Listen, I will say, like I have many times, there was a purpose and reason for me to be in Houston, and I learned a lot about myself and DJing through being there. Yeah. And that is it.
But what about the one thing that someone said that kind of not struck a nerve, but it made sense to me when they said it was like, there were a lot of people that looked out for you when you were there, that embraced you in the DJ market. And, you know, Texas pride, some of them take it personal when you say how much you hate Houston. Could you at least say there were some DJs that looked out for you when you were there?
Absolutely. Okay, that's not even in question. Yeah. That's a fact. All right. There's great DJs.
I did it for you. All right. You fucking happy? Can you leave me alone now?
There's great DJs there, and there's great people there. Yeah. But as a whole, we're just talking about the city, not the people in it. Okay. And I understand that, you know, someone talks about your city, you have pride in the place that you come from, so it's justifiable. But understand that I'm just talking about literally the ground, the location, the I mean, there's a lot of shitty people there and everywhere. So that's just how it goes.
Yeah,
but
every city's got some dirt. Right?
My original point that I was trying to make, which I forgot now.
I had to intercept it because I knew it was coming. The fucking the Houston hate.
Something actually relevant. What were we talking about?
Pre-Houston or?
No, when I was gonna say something about Houston. Oh, I think that it is the capital for party tourism, just in the black community, though.
Oh,
like Sean Mack. People go. I see Sean Mack and Protege and Kid Clay and Good Company and all these urban party throwers. Sorry if that's for some reason not PC or whatever, but they go there and they throw parties and like it's a huge market.
It's definitely a huge market for that,
sure.
People
go to Houston, mostly black people, go to Houston like to party because they fucking party hard.
No,
there
they do go hard. It's a good time. I think what I'm talking about more is like, remember how Sundays used to be like the shit in Houston? Like it was like one club after another. It was like you would just go out and it just kept going. Every place was popping. That is like extinct, at least in the market that I work in, because like hardly anything is happening on Sundays, and like people are trying to like try different things to make it happen. The Hispanic market with like Medellin and shit, they're fucking printing money. Vita Garden, that shit is packed. But outside of that, it's just it's not like it was. I don't know, and I don't know if that's the economy, if that's just like cultural shift, if that's the younger generation not drinking. A mixture of all these things.
I feel like it's a little bit of everything chipping away at it at the party scene. Younger people not drinking.
How is Chicago with that? Are Sundays lit again?
I don't go out. I don't know. I've heard from multiple people that Tunnel on Sundays is actually a great time, but I haven't been, so I can't say for myself. I'm not.
What about in the West? Or are you working? You're working Hubbard Street now. Yeah,
I'm back on
Hubbard Street. You're not even in West
baby.
Loop. You don't know what's happening over there.
I mean, I got a pretty good idea of what's happening over there. It's popping. I'll tell you, like
PB&J, is that the Sunday?
You're talking just Sunday?
Yeah.
As far as Sundays, I think
Sunday's
no idea.
a good reference. But Saturdays and Fridays are always going to be good anyway, right? But like Sundays is like, that's kind of how I pulse like the actual market. If I'm not looking at numbers on a Friday or Saturday compared to what it was 3 years ago, I can equate it by what the fuck is happening on a Sunday.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, PB&J has always been popping on Sundays. Not my favorite
Carissa loves that place. When she came to Houston, she was so appalled. She was just like, everything was like compared to PB&J. She's like, if we were in Chicago, PB&J. I'm like, all right, look. Shout out to all the people at PB&J.
Shanky. Shout out to Shanky.
Shankbaum, is he still there?
Absolutely.
Is Cody still there?
No.
Okay.
Cody's at Blind Barber.
Okay.
Who else runs PB&J?
Blind Barber's a shit. Is Galvin still there? Will Galvin still there?
Fridays, I believe he does.
Shout out to Will Galvin.
Yeah.
I played there once back in the day with him. It was good. I mean, at that time, it was like the place where you could really get deep on some shit.
And Blind Barber is the perfect room for the time right now. It's a small room with cool music, and I think that is what people are looking for generally right now.
I miss that. I mean, I won't say I miss small rooms, but I as much as I love the residencies, I miss like having the other nights to do different venues. Remember like back in the day, like we would do like, I don't know, whatever on a Monday just to kind of switch it up. And it was like Evil Olive back in the day, like, okay, like we can really fucking play the crazy fucking
weird shit
on Monday night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we got to go back to playing A-Ladies. Which, how many days now? A-Ladies?
It's been 225 days since I've played A-Ladies. It's been 42 days since I've jerked off.
You're going strong.
I'm going strong.
What are you
It's working. I'm feeling like it's working. I couldn't tell you the real science behind it. I couldn't give you real statistics. All I know is I haven't played A-Ladies and I haven't jerked off. And everything I could ever imagine is coming in business-wise.
I mean, they're both very toxic things. So I shouldn't shit on A-Ladies. If I was to add up all the money if we look at the DJ rate versus the 3 minutes of that song, probably played every single set since it came out in 2016.
It's got to be it's got to be like 2013.
Is it that
14.
old? No. Diamond Cut, can we get a
12 maybe even?
2012.
2012? 13 years ago?
Yep.
Holy fuck. Why am I still playing that
People
song?
are still running it like it came out yesterday.
2012. Wait a minute. This was prophesied.
Who said?
The Mayans predicted.
No Hands. Well, No Hands came out in 2010.
Okay.
And that's
No,
also still being
No
played.
Hands is
But
lost.
No Hands
it's
is
lost. It's I play No Hands and I don't get anything out
really.
of it. Yeah.
That's kind of crazy to hear. But also, No Hands has had a resurgence because the whole 2010s thing has come
now
back.
it's like a throwback.
But
yeah.
A-Ladies has been
A-Ladies
just
is
fucking
just
going strong all the way since it came out.
It's the old faithful. But I'm starting to see a peril here. The Mayans predicted the world would end, or the beginning of the end, in 2012, and A-Ladies dropped in 2012.
Oh shit!
There might be something to this.
So we're in a loop?
I think we might be in the Groundhog Day of the end of the world.
I think that if you're continuing to play A-Ladies in a nightclub that has no brand or experience whatsoever, you are contributing to the end of
Nightlife,
the world,
which is our world. Yeah. Yeah, I think I run it. Okay, so in my defense,
He's deleting it after this.
in my defense, I'm DJing at a strip club.
yeah.
A-Ladies kind of works.
It's kind of an
because
ass
I have to keep the energy up. I have a white girl twerk crate.
What do you got in there?
It's got Bad, Ying Yang Twins. It's actually got the new Chief Keef is like the new
Whistle While You Work.
Whistle While You Twerk beat DJ Mustard track. That one actually works good. Shake That. I think it's called Shake That.
Yeah.
Let's see what else is in there. Just my type. The ones. The
It's a little
songs.
sweetie.
Yeah, a little Sweetie, a little fucking Meg Thee
So it's like
Stallion.
pop hip hop
Pop.
essentially.
It's pop booty shaking music is what it is, and it works. It works good. It doesn't scare away the old white people that come into the gentleman's club. It keeps the girls shaking their asses. The energy's there. Everybody's happy.
See, this is why you're a great DJ. This is why they need to be paying you a flat rate on top of your tip out.
Because I don't throw up when I play A-Ladies.
Because you have a system. You know what's going on. You know the room. You know that there's old people in there that you might scare off with something too harsh. So you got to hit them with the the BDE or
Yeah, you got to find a little pocket. You know what I'm saying? Enough energy that the younger. I will say there is a resurgence in the 2012 kind of sound from this new Metro Boomin album that came out, which has been really good for me, which you probably know nothing about.
I've not heard a single song.
Diamond Cut, are you fucking with that? Are you playing Clap? Are you playing Girls Want to Have Fun?
I'm playing more for white girls, so I'm probably playing what you're playing off of, like those white girl twerk folders.
In the South, the Metro Boomin album is really carrying us through this.
What BPMs? Like what's the main BPM
it's very much
right
like
now?
like picture if No Hands was created right now.
Okay.
So he went back and probably is using the synthesizer. I think it was called Future Retro or something. I don't know but you listen to the album, it's got Rocco on it. It's got the new stuff like Bun B and Pluto probably on there. I don't know. I'm assuming. But it's also got this Waka Flocka track called Clap. Which I'm pretty sure he had a song called Clap.
That's been out for a minute.
No. This is a new one called Clap.
Oh, new.
I don't know how that works actually, but yeah.
I mean, you get knocked down, you get right back up. What did Chumbawamba say?
Shout out to Chumbawamba. That's that's a little. I don't have that in the crate, but yeah. But no, the new Clap one is actually really fucking dope. It's Metro Boomin.
Metro Boomin, Waka Flocka, and DJ Spins. And
yeah,
the
DJ
album
Spins is kind of I think he hosted the album, so he got his credit on there. But the actual track is Metro Boomin. I mean, but it feels like Waka Flocka's prime.
Okay, that's dope. I mean, Waka was unfuckwittable in his prime.
And he's still. I mean, I DJ'd with him 6 months or a year ago, less than a year. And he's still got it, bro.
He's the best.
His fucking stage presence is insane.
He's the best. He's nice. He's
likes
nice, being
he's
in the
cool.
club.
He
It's not
runs
like
out in the fucking crowd.
yeah.
It's that's one guy that he'll always get booked for gigs because his energy is insane.
I will say it was nice when Bottle Blonde Houston was sinking actively, and we were on the ship while it was sinking, and we witnessed it. It was nice to watch them throw all their money away at all these rappers so that we could fucking, do shows with them. We saw, who do we see? Rick Ross, Juicy J, Scott Storch, Waka Flocka, Wiz Khalifa, DJ Drama. I mean,
so many. And there's way more.
They are literally just loading their money into a fucking flamethrower and just blowing it out into the.
But we got to, DJ for our fucking idols as growing up. So I don't know that there would have ever been another situation where I would have been in that. So thank you, Bottle Blonde.
It was great.
Bottle Blonde Vegas seems they're open, right?
Open for sure.
Did you go there when you were out there?
No. I have heard enough.
But, you didn't want to see the homies like DeVille and them? Because I see a lot of Vegas DJs playing there.
I know that.
They're still loading up the cannon.
Yeah.
They're burning.
Yeah, they got money.
I
don't think they're going to run out of money, which is nice about, a company like that's just very unaware and able to just throw their money around and piss it all away.
I think it's in those glory years, they made so much fucking money that they're able to still burn it.
They made a lot of money through that business. Do you remember, particular?
They were doing like 6 figures on a Sunday.
Yeah.
In a venue that there wasn't much overhead. I mean, obviously there's rent, but like
other than the lawsuit.
Well, I don't know about all that.
What was their overhead?
Did they have a lawsuit going? I mean, they all.
Wait, are you talking about Sunday? I mean, are you talking about Arizona or Chicago?
I'm talking about Houston. I'm talking about Chicago. Every fucking bottle for years. We're talking what? 20,
I don't remember Houston doing that well, but
Houston was doing that. Yeah, the first 2 years for sure. They were making stupid.
I mean, it was the only place open during the pandemic.
But even after that, I'm talking like the first like 2 or 3 years, it was packed wall to wall in that motherfucker. Yeah, you probably forgot it because the last years were so bad,
bro.
But the first couple of years, that fucking place was doing 80 to 120 every Sunday.
It was kind of ripping, huh?
Yeah. Some of that would be attributed to the DJs. Maybe. I don't know.
No, they would never, ever allow that statement.
But I'll do it for us.
Yeah.
Thank
you. No, I'm I have no desire to go there. It's like it's weird.
Is it like a toxic ex-girlfriend that you just don't ever want to see again?
Yeah. Okay. Like, we had some good times and it ended badly because I feel that things were handled poorly and
but it didn't really end. I mean, they never owed us money.
No,
I wouldn't say
that. I would never say that. Well, I'm more so in the loyalty aspect.
Is it that you saw the red flags coming and no one was listening when you were trying to help them?
Well, the thing is that like it's not like one person to blame, and I can't just be like, oh, the owners of that company suck, because half the time I wasn't even able to talk to them because the shithead in between me and them was the one that was sucking. You know what I'm saying? Like when I go and I'm trying to propose something, you tell me you want me to play house music in here because it's getting too ghetto or whatever the fuck it is. All right, let's do it. We'll do a house music night. Let's advertise the fact that there's house music in here.
Oh, we can't do that.
Yeah, and let's do
because
this. I'll come
Travis Porter the next day.
Yeah, and like I'm in there trying to make things happen. Like I fucking moved here for you. Yeah. I moved to Houston, Texas for this company. So I am as invested as anyone else. I want it to do great. You want something from me? Let's do it. And it would just like nothing would ever happen. It was always like, yeah, for sure. I'm gonna talk to the owners. Yeah. We'll see if we can get the budget.
DJ, what the fuck is he at?
And then it's nothing. Yeah. And then I'm just like, all right, well, you don't want to be here, and you're just giving me the yes. Yeah, sure. You're giving me the yeah, sure. Yeah. Fucking me off, waiting for your chance to exit. Now I'm fucked. Why not give me the real info? Why not be like, hey, listen, to be honest with you, I'm not happy here. I'm leaving soon.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do any of that. because I'm not going to put in any extra work.
I'm going to steal some money from this company before I go. Yeah. You're getting in the way of my embezzlement.
Yeah. Let me just like at least fill me in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Like, sure.
Yeah.
Now at least we're boys.
We had about 4 of those managers consecutively, back to back. Bro, it would blow my mind when they would come in and they'd be like, "Oh, I'm fired up," and then like I'm like kind of hearing like rumors that so and so is about to fucking leave, and they're like, "No, dude, I'm not leaving. I'm fucking on this thing with you, bro."
Right.
And then the next day they're fucking gone. "Oh yeah, I'm opening up a club in Dallas." It's like, "Oh, fucking great, yeah."
That was the thing about the original Bottle Blonde was the crew and our connection with them and their loyalty to us and our loyalty to them.
Yeah.
It was not the company. It wasn't Bottled Blonde. It was the people, the single people in there that I could have that conversation with that would
shout out to
give me the truth.
Ferone was the realest motherfucker. I'm going to just say that on the record. Ferone is the realest motherfucker I've ever worked for.
Absolutely. I would say the same thing in a heartbeat.
Ferone, I really felt always had our back.
Which is why he's now gone on to
be successful. His ventures, yeah.
Yeah.
Good karma he put out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was my biggest gripe was like, I'm just talking to nobody.
Yeah.
You know, everyone, they sent people there that didn't want to go there.
Yeah.
Because they had visited Houston prior. We didn't do that.
Here he goes. Fucking shit. It's got its charm. I don't know. I don't, who knows? Maybe I'll be there in 5 years. Maybe I'll fucking
if it works, west. It works. If you like it, by all means. I'm not one to say what anybody else should do. I was there single,
if I was single, I probably wouldn't live there. But given that I have a family and a car obsession, it works good for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm doing chrome plating now as well on the side, and I have a nice operation going right now. So there's some perks. You know what I'm saying? I don't see myself leaving anytime soon, as long as the chrome plating is going well. That being said, if it wasn't for the chrome plating, I don't know that I'd be able to pay my bills.
Just DJing?
Yeah, I'm only now.
How much
I'm pretty
what days
consistently doing Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sometimes Thursdays, which is fine. But really, to make a living off that, you need to have some stackable stuff. I'm not stacking gigs like I used to. That's where I'm feeling the squeeze. When you can have your day shift here, your day shift there. Or like a Wednesday night here where you're DJing for not that many people, but they're paying you at least your rate. You can facilitate that nut you have to crack, right? But when it comes to the point where I'm thankfully playing the hot spots, but they're only open 10 to 2, right? That's when I feel the squeeze. I'm doing some late nights, so I'm stacking some nights at the strip club because they're a late night spot. So there's a shift that goes from 2:30 to close. But I don't know, man. It's that's just me being candid. You know what I mean? Hopefully it changes soon. Hopefully there's a resurgence. But that's why I was kind of wanting to see from you if you're noticing a decline in nightlife here as well. Because I know it was kind of every city was feeling it. But maybe some are starting to bounce back. Maybe this is a precursor to what's going to happen in Houston.
I personally think that we are on the come up. Okay. I think that we hit rock bottom.
Okay. That's what I wanted to hear.
I feel like when I was first back here, October 2023, it was bad. It was like bad. Like deserted. Hubbard Street was just like you saw tumbleweeds.
It was like Taken. Like
there was
that the movie? What was the Will Smith movie?
Will Smith?
Wild Wild West?
No, that would work too. I was gonna say the one in New York where like it's post-apocalyptic.
Oh yeah.
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend. Yeah, it was like that. It was weird. It was weird. There was obviously some places that were open and doing their thing, but there were I was used to there being massive amounts of people going out and just partying all the time.
Can we talk about that for a second? Do you remember the walk on Sundays through River North from Bottled to Hubbard Street to Wells or wherever the other spots were? Just the migration of people, and you just knew everybody that was just out partying. It wasn't like there's the traffic of people here just fucking going to work. These are all people with the same goal as me to get fucked up and maybe get your dick wet. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Those were the glory years.
Those really were the good times.
They really were, and not just you know, everybody kind of thinks of like whatever their heyday was, like the glory years, but I feel almost bad for kids these days. You know, I'm like, what do they got?
They have different aspirations, I think.
What,
I don't
to
think
be a
getting fucked
fucking
up and
TikTok?
getting their dick wet is the thing right now.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because they should experience that.
Every young man comes to a point where he needs to get his dick wet. You know,
That's a fact.
and if they don't know that, that's really unfortunate. But maybe that's part of the population control theory. You know, they're just like, let's give these guys TikTok, let's desexualize everything, and let's just, you know, we don't have to turn them all gay. If we can just make them not have sex, they won't procreate.
I think you might actually be onto something with that. Like, that's Chinese warfare right
I
there.
think about it way too much. I got to be honest with you. The tin hat.
Hold on. If we're putting our tin hats on, first of all, I got to piss first.
Okay.
Second of all,
Can we play a long drink commercial while you're doing it?
yeah, why don't you crack that real
All
quick?
right, I'm gonna give it a test.
Give it a
wow,
shot.
your bladder's still small, huh?
It's
you never got the implant?
No, I was unable to expand
Hold
it.
on, let's hear this for the.
Crack that real quick.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, that's good.
That's nice, right?
That's lemonade.
Refreshing?
Is this lemonade?
Citrus.
Okay.
What could you guess what kind of alcohol is inside of that can?
Malt liquor.
Absolutely not. That is a cocktail in a can. my
I'm
boy.
joking. I don't know. What is it? Vodka?
Gin.
Gin.
Gin,
Okay.
grapefruit juice, and a little bit of love.
Well, gin and grapefruit juice is one of those things that's kind of always been a thing, right? Saint Germain.
Yeah.
Right.
This is from Finland, from 1772, dug up out of the.
The ancient relics.
Yeah.
I definitely I've always been a fan of Saint Germain and gin. I don't drink it a lot, but I always was a fan when I would like. So I used to hear this thing, and I don't know how true it is. Go ahead and pee, because you're fucking dancing around like a kid.
You too. What the fuck?
All right.
Yeah.
Here's the
He
thing.
pointing at PowerPoints as he talks. Like,
Yeah, look. What?
Here's the thing. If we're gonna talk about Jake Shore, let's talk about him. We're gonna go on the Patreon though.
let's not no strays. No
Hey, this is where it
strays.
stops.
No stray shots for him. Let's get back on the long drink real quick.
Well, alright. Battle raps, cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin. That's what I love about the human soul. It'll usually show when the truth ain't told.